Let the Magic Begin, Awakening Your Spiritual Reality, by David Rousseau. Introduction. An ordinary slice with extraordinary meaning. I was sitting in a pizza place, eating a regular slice. Nothing fancy, nothing dramatic, just a simple, everyday moment. Around me, the usual sounds of a restaurant played, orders being called, trays sliding across counters, casual conversations. Life was moving as it always does. A few seats away, a man was preparing to record a social media video. He wasn't reviewing my slice. He was reviewing a Detroit-style pizza, thick crust, sauce layered on top, edges crisped with baked cheese. I watched as he positioned his phone, adjusted the angle, and held his slice with care. Before taking a bite, he looked at the camera and said with confidence, "Let the magic begin." It wasn't a casual phrase. It was a declaration, a commitment. He wasn't just about showing a pizza. He was about creating an experience for his audience. He wanted the video to connect. He wanted it to delight. He wanted it to land perfectly. He began describing the crust, the texture, the balance of flavors. 3 clear points, delivered thoughtfully and passionately. Every word had intention. Every gesture had purpose. He was fully present, fully engaged, fully committed to making something remarkable out of an ordinary pizza slice. When he finished, he turned to me and asked, "What did you think?" I told him, "You did good." He smiled, not arrogantly, but appreciatively. Even with followers, even with experience, even with confidence, he still wanted to know if he made an impact. And that moment stayed with me, because I realized something important. Magic isn't about perfection. It isn't about grand gestures. It isn't about waiting for extraordinary circumstances. Magic begins when intention meets opportunity. Magic begins when effort meets awareness. Magic begins when someone chooses to create meaning in ordinary moments. I was eating a regular slice. He was delivering an experience. The pizza didn't change. The world didn't transform. What changed was perspective, both his and mine. And that is the invitation for every day of our lives, to notice, to engage, and to act with intention, to step into our own moments and say, quietly but boldly, "Let the magic begin," not as fantasy, not as illusion, but as awakening, the awakening of the spiritual reality that has always been inside you, waiting to be recognized, nurtured, and expressed. Sometimes magic doesn't arrive as a grand event. Sometimes it arrives quietly, over a slice of pizza, in the ordinary spaces of life. The question is, are you ready to notice it, to engage with it, to begin it yourself? Because the moment you do, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Chapter 1. Magic is a decision. Magic begins the moment you decide it exists in your life. We often think magic is something that happens to us, a stroke of luck, a coincidence, or a grand event that transforms everything at once. But real magic, the kind that awakens your spiritual reality, is not found waiting in the world outside. It begins inside. It begins with a choice. The pizza reviewer I watched in that small restaurant didn't stumble into creating a magical video. He chose it. He committed to it. He intended for every detail to matter, for his audience to feel something special. That decision, to show up fully, to bring focus and care to an ordinary moment, is where the magic started. Every day offers the same opportunity. You can drift through life passively, noticing the world but never truly engaging. Or you can decide, in that moment, in that ordinary situation, in that routine task, that something extraordinary can unfold. You can choose to see, to feel, to act with intention. That decision itself is powerful. Deciding to look for alignment, to bring your full attention to your actions, to honor what you are capable of, that is the first spark of magic. It doesn't require grandeur. It doesn't need applause. It only requires the willingness to act as if your presence matters, to recognize that your choices carry energy, and to trust that effort aligned with awareness can create outcomes you might never have imagined. Consider the small decisions of your day, how you speak to someone, the care you put into your work, the thought you give to your actions. Each is an opportunity to activate your own magic. The choice is yours. Will you move through life unconsciously, or will you decide to engage fully, to align effort with purpose, and to open yourself to the spiritual reality within? Magic is not an accident. It is a decision, and once you choose it, your life begins to shift in ways both visible and unseen. Chapter 2. Presence creates power. Magic doesn't just appear when we act, it appears when we are fully present. Presence is the silent force that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. It's the difference between going through life on autopilot and truly engaging with the world around you. Think about the pizza reviewer. He could have recorded the video mindlessly, just reading notes or going through the motions. Instead, he was fully there, focused on the pizza, aware of his audience, intentional with every word, every gesture. That attention elevated a simple slice of pizza into something memorable. His presence created power. Every day offers similar opportunities. A conversation with a friend, a meeting at work, a task at home. These are the moments where presence matters most. When we are truly present, we see details others miss. We respond with thoughtfulness instead of reaction, and we notice connections that are invisible to distracted minds. Presence allows us to align with the flow of life, to sense the right timing, and to act in ways that feel both natural and powerful. Presence is also spiritual. It is the awareness that life is happening now, that your actions, choices, and attention carry weight, and that the ordinary can hold meaning beyond what meets the eye. The more we cultivate presence, the more we awaken to the spiritual reality within ourselves, the part that is sensitive to opportunity, aligned with purpose, and ready to create impact. This doesn't mean life will always feel perfect or effortless. Challenges and distractions will come, but the power of presence allows you to engage even in difficult moments, to see them as part of the larger rhythm of life rather than interruptions. Presence gives your decisions clarity, your words depth, and your actions resonance. The choice to be present is the choice to activate your own magic. It is the awareness that even the most ordinary moment, a slice of pizza, a walk down the street, a simple conversation, can carry extraordinary potential if met with your full attention. Presence is the foundation of power, and power, when aligned with intention and awareness, creates real magic in life. Chapter 3. The Kingdom Within. When we think of magic, we often imagine castles, fairy tales, or faraway places designed to delight and inspire. Millions of people travel to Walt Disney World every year to experience what they call magic. Fireworks, parades, music, and performances fill the senses, leaving visitors in awe. But before those castles existed, before the lights and attractions, there was simply an idea, a vision, a dream imagined by someone who believed it could become real. That's the secret. Every kingdom begins within. Every magical world, every achievement, every breakthrough starts as a thought, a vision, or an intention inside the mind and heart. External wonders reflect the alignment and focus of someone who first saw it in their imagination and then took the steps to make it real. Your life works the same way. The experiences you desire, the relationships you hope for, the opportunities you seek, they all begin as internal visions. Before manifesting outwardly, spiritual reality begins in this hidden realm inside you. It begins when you recognize that your inner world carries power, that your thoughts, intentions, and choices shape the world around you. The magic of a life well lived doesn't arrive by chance. It emerges when you actively cultivate your inner kingdom, your beliefs, your focus, your intentions, and your capacity to see possibility where others see routine. Just like the visionary who imagined a kingdom that would one day draw millions, your inner vision is waiting to be honored. Awakening to this inner kingdom requires attention and courage. It asks that you slow down enough to notice what is already within, to recognize your gifts, and to nurture them with intention. When you do, you begin to align with a reality far greater than the ordinary routines of daily life. Your kingdom is not a distant place or a future goal. It exists now, inside you, waiting for your awareness, your presence, and your courage to activate it. The question is, will you see it? Will you build it? Will you allow it to guide your actions and shape your days? Magic begins in the mind and heart first. The outer world simply reflects what is already growing within you. Chapter 4. The Gift You Already Carry. We often search for magic outside ourselves, looking to emulate someone else's talents, hoping for recognition, or waiting for a sign that we are enough. Yet the most powerful magic has always been inside you. your own unique gift, your own voice, your own perspective. Think of Mr. Bean. No elaborate speeches, few words, yet millions laugh, connect, and return to watch him again and again. What makes him memorable? Imperfection or complexity? It's authenticity. He owns his gift and delivers it fully, without apology, without imitation. That is magic. That is presence amplified. You carry your own gift in the same way, something only you can offer. It might be creativity, humor, compassion, insight, or courage. It might be your ability to listen deeply, to inspire quietly, or to think in ways others cannot. Magic begins when you acknowledge what is already inside you and commit to sharing it with the world. Too often, we doubt ourselves, compare our gifts to others, or wait until circumstances feel perfect. That is the opposite of magic. Magic does not wait. It responds to intention, to courage, and to the act of showing up as you are. The moment you embrace your own gift, the moment you act on it intentionally, the ordinary transforms into something extraordinary. Spiritual reality awakens when you realize that your value does not depend on recognition, approval, or validation. It exists inherently. Your gift is not a result of external circumstances. It is a reflection of your inner essence. When you honor it, nurture it, and allow it to flow, it amplifies your life and touches the lives of others. The challenge is simple but profound. Stop searching for someone else's magic and recognize the power you already carry. Step into it fully. Show up with courage. Speak, act, and create with authenticity. That is when the ordinary becomes magical, when life aligns with purpose, and when your spiritual reality begins to unfold in ways that are unmistakably yours. Your gift is waiting. The world is ready. All you need to do is begin. Chapter 5. Imagination is spiritual. Imagination is not a luxury. It is sacred. It is the bridge between what is and what could be, between the life you live and the life you are capable of creating. Yet so often, we silence it, dismiss it, or label it as unrealistic. Spiritual reality asks a different question. What if your imagination is the voice of possibility speaking directly to you? Think of J.K. Rowling. Before millions read about Hogwarts, before the world experienced magic through books and films, there was simply an idea, a vision imagined and nurtured on paper. She didn't wait for approval or certainty. She honored her imagination and acted upon it. That action transformed her vision into a reality that inspired millions. Imagination is the birthplace of magic. It is where ideas, dreams, and intuition converge to create potential. When we imagine, we are accessing a deeper part of ourselves, the part that knows more than what our five senses reveal. Spiritual reality is awakened when we treat imagination not as a distraction or fantasy, but as guidance, as insight, as the first spark of creation waiting to be expressed. Every breakthrough, every masterpiece, every meaningful connection began in imagination first. It is the internal kingdom where possibilities are born, where courage is tested, and where alignment with your purpose can be envisioned before it manifests in the world. When we dismiss imagination, we dismiss the spiritual voice that nudges us toward growth and transformation. The act of imagining is not passive. It requires courage to see possibilities others cannot, to trust in visions that are not yet tangible, and to act on what feels inspired from within. When imagination meets intention, it becomes a force of creation. It becomes magic that can be shared, experienced, and multiplied. Your imagination is not idle. It is your spiritual compass, guiding you toward alignment, opportunity, and purpose. The more you honor it, nurture it, and act upon it, the more your inner reality begins to shape the outer world. Magic begins when you allow your imagination to speak, and then choose to follow where it leads. Chapter 6. You had the power all along. We spend so much of our lives searching for something we already possess: validation, clarity, strength, success. Yet, the truth is often simple. The power you are seeking has been inside you all along. Think of the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy travels far and wide, faces challenges, and seeks guidance from a powerful figure at the end of the yellow brick road. But in the end, the power to return home was within her the whole time. She just needed to recognize it. Life works in the same way. We chase accomplishments, approval, and external markers of success, hoping they will fill the void, make us feel capable, or prove our worth. But spiritual awakening teaches a different lesson. What you are searching for is not out there. It is in you. It has always been in you. Your courage, creativity, intuition, and resilience are waiting to be activated. Your decisions, your presence, and your intention are the keys that unlock that power. Magic is not something given to you. It is something you already hold. It is waiting for you to claim it, to align with it, and to trust it. The challenge is awareness. Many of us overlook the strength, wisdom, and gifts we carry because we compare ourselves to others or doubt our own value. Spiritual reality awakens when you stop searching for permission, when you stop waiting for external validation, and when you finally recognize the inner authority that has been present all along. When you step into your power, even ordinary moments shift, decisions become clearer, opportunities become visible, and alignment flows naturally. The energy you bring into your life grows stronger, attracting experiences that match your intention and purpose. You do not need someone else's magic. You do not need a sign from the world. You do not need permission. The power is already within you. The question is, will you recognize it, trust it, and step fully into it? Magic begins not when it is given, but when it is claimed. Chapter 7. Alignment over hustle. We live in a world that glorifies hustle. Early mornings, long nights, endless to-do lists. We are taught that effort alone is the key to success. Yet effort without alignment is like rowing hard against the current. Exhausting, frustrating, and often fruitless. True magic arises when your effort meets alignment, when your actions are guided by purpose, when your choices are consistent with your values, and when your energy flows in harmony with your intentions. The results are not just effective, they feel effortless. The pizza reviewer I watched didn't just work hard on his video. He was fully aligned with what he wanted to create. He knew his audience, he knew his craft, and he focused his attention where it mattered. That combination of intention and effort produced impact. That is alignment over hustle. Alignment doesn't mean waiting for the perfect moment or avoiding work. It doesn't mean everything will be easy. It means listening to your inner guidance, trusting your instincts, and applying your energy where it resonates most deeply. When your daily actions reflect your authentic priorities, you experience less resistance, more clarity, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Spiritual reality is revealed in this balance. When your actions match your purpose, doors open that once felt closed. Timing feels precise, opportunities appear naturally, and interactions carry more meaning. Life doesn't feel like a struggle against the current. It feels like moving with the flow of something greater than yourself. The choice is yours. You can grind tirelessly without reflection, hoping results appear, or you can pause, consider your intention, and direct your energy with focus and awareness. The latter may require patience and discernment, but it produces results that are sustainable, fulfilling, and deeply satisfying. When what you do matches who you are and what you value, your work becomes a reflection of your spiritual reality, powerful, meaningful, and undeniably alive. Chapter 8. The courage to be seen. Even when we know our power, even when we feel aligned and aware, there is one challenge that can stop us: the courage to be seen. Visibility is not just about attention or recognition. It is about showing up fully, honestly, and without apology for who you are. Think back to the pizza reviewer. Even with confidence, experience, and a following, he still asked me, "What did you think?" That simple question revealed vulnerability. He wanted to know if his effort had impact, if his presence had connected. True courage isn't the absence of doubt. It's the willingness to step forward despite it. The same is true for each of us. We hesitate to share ideas, to express our creativity, to speak our truth, or to take bold actions because we fear judgment, rejection, or failure. Spiritual reality teaches that withholding our presence limits not just our potential, but the magic we can bring into the world. When we step into our authenticity, others are touched by our courage, and opportunities that were invisible begin to appear. Being seen requires alignment with your inner truth. It requires embracing your gifts, acknowledging your value, and trusting that your presence matters. You do not need perfection. You do not need approval. You simply need to show up. Every word, every action, every gesture can carry magic if delivered from authenticity and intention. Courage to be seen also opens you to connection. When you allow yourself to be visible, you create space for others to see and connect with you. Vulnerability becomes strength, and your influence grows not through force but through resonance. Magic often begins at the edge of fear. The moment you step forward, despite uncertainty, and allow yourself to be fully present in your own life, the world is waiting for your presence. The spiritual reality you seek is activated the moment you decide to show up as you truly are. Be bold, be present, be seen. That is where your magic lives. Chapter 9. Living expectantly. Expectation is a quiet but powerful force. How we anticipate our days, our interactions, and our opportunities shapes the energy we bring into every moment. Living expectantly does not mean clinging to outcomes or forcing events to happen. It means approaching life with openness, trust, and readiness for what is possible. When we live without expectation, we move cautiously, hesitant to act, waiting for permission or certainty. When we live in fear of disappointment, we shrink, holding back our gifts and muting our potential. But when we live expectantly, we step forward with faith that life has meaningful experiences waiting for us, that challenges are part of growth, and that our efforts are met with resonance and alignment. Think about moments of magic in your own life. How often did something meaningful happen because you were open and ready to receive it? The pizza reviewer anticipated that his audience would engage with his video. He prepared, focused, and delivered with intention. He expected connection, not as arrogance, but as alignment with the value he intended to create. His expectation amplified his presence and his effort. Living expectantly is a spiritual practice. It trains your awareness to notice opportunity, to recognize guidance, and to trust in the unfolding of life. It doesn't guarantee outcomes, but it positions you to engage fully, act decisively, and embrace the moments that carry meaning. Expectancy shifts your energy from passive observation to active participation. Spiritual reality unfolds when you trust that life is conspiring in small and large ways to present experiences that align with your purpose. It whispers that you are capable, that your effort matters, and that your gifts are needed. By living expectantly, you allow the unseen to meet the seen, the inner vision to manifest outwardly, and the ordinary to reveal its extraordinary potential. Magic begins when you wake each day not with doubt, but with anticipation, not with hesitation, but with readiness, not with fear, but with trust. To live expectantly is to live fully aligned, fully present, and fully open to the unfolding spiritual reality that has always been yours. Chapter 10. Begin again. Every day offers a new beginning. Every sunrise is an invitation to reset, to realign, and to step fully into the life you are capable of creating. Magic is not a one-time event. Spiritual reality is not something we achieve once and then forget. It is cultivated continuously, moment by moment, choice by choice, day by day. To begin again is to release what no longer serves you, doubts, regrets, distractions, and to recommit to your intention, your presence, and your gifts. It is to recognize that even if yesterday felt ordinary or incomplete, today carries the potential for extraordinary experiences. It is a daily declaration. Let the magic begin. The act of beginning again requires courage. It asks you to let go of past mistakes, to stop comparing yourself to others, and to trust in your own capacity. It asks for patience and persistence, for awareness and action. Just as the pizza reviewer approached each video as a new opportunity to connect and create impact, you too must approach each day as a fresh chance to engage fully with life and with yourself. Spiritual reality is revealed in repetition, in the small, intentional acts that align your inner world with your outer life. Every choice to show up with authenticity, to act with intention, and to honor your gifts compounds over time, transforming ordinary routines into extraordinary practice. Beginning again is not about perfection. It is about consistency, presence, and awareness. Magic is always available, always accessible, always ready to be activated. But it requires your willingness to start anew, to embrace today with intention, to move forward with courage, and to trust that your presence matters. Each morning, each moment, is a doorway to awakening the spiritual reality that has always been within you. So begin again, today, in this moment, with awareness, courage, and intention. Let the magic begin. Conclusion: your magic, your reality. Magic is not something that happens to a select few. It is not reserved for stages, castles, or extraordinary events. Magic is a choice. It is a way of seeing, a way of acting, and a way of being. It begins in the ordinary moments, the quiet spaces, and the seemingly small decisions of daily life. Throughout this book, we have explored the path to awakening your spiritual reality. You have seen that magic begins with intention, with the decision to engage fully with life. It grows through presence, by showing up authentically and noticing the world around you. It flourishes in alignment, when your actions match your purpose and your energy flows intentionally. And it thrives in courage, when you allow yourself to be seen, trust your inner guidance, and embrace the gifts you already carry. You have learned that imagination is sacred, that your inner kingdom is real, and that the power to create, transform, and connect has always lived within you. You have seen that expectancy opens doors to possibility, and that every day, every moment, is an opportunity to begin again. The true magic is not in waiting for life to hand it to you. It is in recognizing the extraordinary within the ordinary, in stepping forward with courage, and in activating the power you have carried all along. Your spiritual reality is already alive inside you. The only step left is to claim it, honor it, and let it guide your life. So now, as you close this book, remember this: life will offer slices of ordinary moments, challenges, and opportunities. What will make them magical is not chance. It is your choice, your attention, your intention, your courage. Every day, every moment, every breath is an invitation. The question is simple, yet profound. Will you say it? Will you act on it? Let the magic begin.